We're back to taking a look at the 2024 recruiting class, and we're going to shine a spotlight on four-star defensive lineman Liam Andrews, who signed with Penn State. We're going to look at the highlights. We're going to look at a 24/7 Sports player profile page, but what you need to do right now is click that subscribe button because we're covering the 2024 recruiting class all offseason long, player by player. You need to know what your players look like for when they start making plays for your team, so you know a little bit about them. But looking here at Liam Andrews, we're going to start off with his 24/7 Sports player profile page. If you're here for just the highlights, fast forward a little bit, but 24/7 Sports has him rated as a 4-star recruit, 24th best defensive lineman in the class, 18th best in their composite ranking, 6'5", 260. Probably a little thicker than that considering these are older listings and he's already enrolled at Penn State. Going down to the offers here, we received 22 of them, which is a good bit. I consider that good. And Wisconsin, South Carolina, Auburn, big-time Power 5 programs after him, so that checks out. So college football saying, hey, we like him, we want him on our team. Glossing over the scouting report here, they got a lot here. Began the recruiting process as an offensive lineman, but development during the junior season had him and schools focusing on defense, and he will enter college as a defensive lineman. He has verified size plus length and brings versatility to the defensive line, has two-way snaps, and was recruited heavily as an offensive lineman until January 2023. Multi-sport background, includes lacrosse and basketball. His focus moved to football early in his high school career. Other things they say, he's got a good motor, he's explosive, he's got good size, good flexibility, work ethic is very strong, has tremendous upside, has early round NFL draft potential, so we have a lot of upside here. That being said, on the timeline, locked in with Penn State. We're a Penn State Nittany Lion, 4-star prospect. But we go over to On3. On3 likes him a lot. They have him rated as the second best ATH, and they have him as an ATH because he was listed as an offensive lineman and a defensive lineman, so they just put him there. ESPN has him ranked at 3, Rivals at 19. That's why there's a disparity here in the rankings. Rivals has him at 24. But when we look at him, we're seeing Power 5 schools after him. We're also seeing 22 offers, so the college football market wanted him. He's going to a prestigious Power 5 school, whether you think so or not with Penn State. That being said, we're going to look at the highlights. We're going to look at his senior season here. We got 3 minutes and 16 seconds. So we'll run through these. Let me know what you think about him. If you played against him, or if you live in that area, you saw him play live at his stadium or where at, let me know in the comments below. And let's get this rolling. Let's see what he's working with. Quickness off the edge. Moved out, moved back in. Has some thickness. He looks really thick. Very stocky build. Explosive, high motor. I can already see that. Comes off the line of scrimmage ready to work. I'll say that much. He's a busy player. Right off of that. Right off of that. I can see why he made the flip from the O-line to D-line. And I can see why he's versatile too. Because you can put him on the outside. You can put him on the inside. You can move him around. He's a defensive lineman. You move around. You move him around because he's so quick off the ball. He's just a wall. And he makes sure the guys doesn't get up. Here we go on the edge. 4-pointer. Doesn't matter how many guys you put on him. High motor. I'll say a heavy motor. He's a diesel. There he goes. I'm going to see where he has to continue. Gets to the running back instantly. He's quick off the snap. I want to see him get a pick 6 or something. I want to see that top end speed. With that size. Moving down the line. Look at him go. Works off the blocks good. Look at that dip inside. Off the lineman. Just dipped it right in there. Real quick, too. Assertive as shit. Wow. He's tenacious. Got under them pads, brushed off of them. Just going to get around to and just slams him and then peels off, gets the tackle. This is a good lineman. A defensive line, offensive lineman, I imagine he was amazing as well. I can see why he made the flip, though, because he's so explosive. Explodes into people. Off the ball. There we go. I wanted to see him hold contain. I didn't know if he was just going to be a bat out of hell on every snap. That's why I wanted to see that. I wanted to see him at least once. Scrapes off, blocks good. Peels off. Gets to the running back. We're out wide. Ooh! Ooh! He ate that tackle and got to the quarterback. He's dominant. I can see why they had him at 2 for ATH. And usually, offensive linemen, defensive line fringe guys, they're not ranked that high because you guys got like 4-3 wide receivers that are trying to figure out if they're DBs or wide receivers, and that speed is just easy to bump up the rankings. He's a monster. He's a monster. Oh, man, he's a monster. This is a very good prospect. Penn State fans, you got to be excited. Liam Andrews has a high motor. He wants to get to a point of attack as fast as possible. He's quick off the line. He's naturally gifted at that. He's got a very good nuanced move set to set up that lineman. I like the dip. I like him going underneath. He can get underneath the pads really good. He's strong there too. He's thick. He's sturdy. He's strong. And he's also super quick, super high motor, keeps going. I can really see him transitioning quickly to the college level. I just don't see how he doesn't with how he plays. I see him practicing like this. I like to see a full game of him because I want to see him from the start to end of a game if he can hold that up. If he does, tremendous prospect. Tremendous. Very high motor. That high motor means a lot because that means if he practices like that, if he puts that into every play, you're looking at big things at Penn State. You're looking at big things. You're looking at a guy that can develop quickly. You're looking at a guy who has upside with his skill set, but that motor, that tenacity, makes it more likely for him to tap into that. And if he can do that, if he can develop, you're looking at a guy that's likely playing on Sundays. You're looking at a guy that's going to make an impact. Liam Andrews. When I talk about motors on players, I don't really talk about it that much because I see guys dominate, but this guy's motor is different. We looked at a lot of defensive linemen here. We've looked at how many, this is our 24th down the rankings. Probably the best motor in the class. Probably the best motor in class. I have to go over some of the top end guys, but his motor, his work ethic from start of the whistle to the end, I don't see many guys matching that. Just not many in this class. Liam Andrews is a big get for Penn State. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.